All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Lav, my co-host Deborah. Today's Tuesday, September 29th, 2009, 9:24 p.m. We have two cases to discuss tonight. I have Deborah on the phone with me as usual, and Gail St. John's our guest tonight. How you guys doing?
Good.
Deb, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thanks. How are you doing, Brian? You getting enough rest there with the new baby?
Yeah, we're doing fine. Weather's changed. It's got a little cold and windy out. But we're doing fine. Now, Gail's got to do some things tonight, so we're going to get to these cases right away. We have two cases. Case number 812, which was a request that actually came from Jim in one of our chat members yesterday, and we said we'd open that today. And this is for the Beason, Illinois murders. I have that information up here. Deborah's going to read that. And that's the Gee family, I believe, Deborah?
Yes.
Okay. We'll talk about that, and then case number 813, which is Elvia Morales. Let me get some pictures up here. So we'll start with case number 812. I'm just going to get a picture up here. This is the picture I found. Let's see. Okay. Real quick. Hold on one second. Okay, case number 812 was opened today, 9/24/2009. The dream drawings were done last night, and I did compare it to a recent dream drawing that was the request for the case to be opened, and I did confirm that dream drawing does seem to be about this case, and this is the Beason, Illinois murders of the Gee family. Deborah, what information do we have?
This is a case that was brought to our attention by Jim from chat. Thank you for bringing it to our attention, Jim. You felt that a dream drawing that Brian had done was related to this particular case, which happened recently. And so much like the situation with the case with Christy Cornwell, you had a dream drawing about a case, and now the case is open. This horrible thing happened on September 21st. The Gee family lived in Beason, Illinois. Mom and dad, that is Raymond, who went by Rick, and Ruth Gee, and their three children named Justina Constant, 16 years old, Dylan Constant, 14 years old, and Austin Gee, 11 years old, were found dead inside of their home at about 4:30 p.m. that day. The ruling was that they were beaten to death, so it is a homicide. Their 3-year-old daughter, Tabitha, survived the attack, and she was hospitalized in Peoria, Illinois. They did have a funeral for this family. This is a horrible, horrible thing that happened. They are looking for a pickup truck that is gray, like gray primer on it, thinking that that might be related somehow. And right now they don't have suspects. They think that that one vehicle may be related. So what do you have in this case, Brian?
Okay, the original dream drawing on this was a dream, which was on the 20th of September. And that is DD7524, which Jim brought to our attention. It says, GE, Logan County, stopped him, the number 96215, Skelton Road, 1765, hiding in garage. Jim brought to our attention that this information seems to match this tragedy that happened. The dream drawings last night, there were 4 of them, and they do kind of go along lines with what that one dream was about. The first one says Logan 96, it's Logan 967. He had a dog, Hato, Hato, and that actually might be hate. We'll go with the word hate. I think that's what it says. The next dream drawing says, police find him by farm. He's hiding horses. Filled RX, which I believe is means subscription, and that is a drawing of, I believe, some type of horse stable or something like that. Next dream drawing, it says there's nothing written there. It says this might be the area where he's hiding or he's going to hide in. It looks to me like some type of farm building or something like that with some barrels out front. Maybe that's some feed barrels or something like that. And the fourth drawing, I did get a look at his face. This is the person. This is the 4th drawing down. I did put it in the case file. This is what I believe the person looks like. Really scruffy looking, maybe shoulder length hair. Well, the picture's there. You can see for yourself. It also says gray jacket, and it says the word Army. I think you might be wearing some type of Army jacket. That's information I have. Now, we're lucky enough to have Gail St. John with us. She is a psychic detective. She's worked a lot of cases and had great success in the past. Gail, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Okay, what do you need from us? And I've got a notepad here, and I will take notes.
Okay, the information that I've heard from Deb is good enough.
Okay, so it's G. It's G-E-E.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot out this information. But I'm not. I'm just gonna give you what I get very quickly. But I will continue to work on this. I'll give you more information later on this.
I know you have to leave in 15 minutes. That's why we're kind of hurrying up. So I don't want to rush. So I'm ready.
I got the information. One of the things I kept hearing was Mason. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
But it seemed to be very important. Not as if it's a person's name, but as a place or like a road, Mason. And also, I don't. I kept seeing a farm too, but the thing that bothers me is I don't feel like he lives there or owns it. He's working there. Now, the next thing that really bothered me was I feel like he's mentally unstable as far as, obviously, if you've done something that's horrific, you're mentally unstable, but in the sense of, I keep feeling that it's like, severe depression, and these meds are making him worse. He's on meds and it's worse. But I also feel like this family that he murdered, he knew them through some work and a store. I don't know how this grocery store fits in. I don't know the full story here. But if Jim is out there and he's listening, maybe he can find out. But somehow a grocery store is involved, or some type of store, as well as him knowing the father. So there was association. I don't feel like this was just a random, you know what I mean, where he just showed up out of the clear blue. There was some prior association. Very little, but it was there. Then I'm not sure where this is, because I'm not real familiar with Illinois. But I don't feel like it's that far away, Brian. Maybe 15 miles, 10 miles, somewhere, maybe closer to 15. And I did see horses out there. So I have to think that I don't know if you got a direction on this, did you?
No.
Okay, because I just
unfortunately,
I don't want to go northeast somewhere.
Northeast? Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know where that takes you. No idea. I just feel like there's connection there.
Okay, I do have a map. I will bring that up. But I couldn't find anything. I did look at Google Earth, and I couldn't find anything. It's a pretty desolate area. This is farmland. Actually, I didn't see too many farms either. Maybe there are, just not where I looked at. Vehicle, Gail. Now, Deborah, what kind of vehicle did they say?
The vehicle that they're looking for was seen in Beason around midnight or shortly before that. It's a gray primered Ford Ranger or Chevy S10 pickup. It's a smaller bodied pickup truck, and there is one distinct mark on this particular truck they're looking for. It has chrome exhaust pipes coming out the bed of the truck. But there has been in a later news report caution saying, those exhaust pipes could have been sawed off by now too, because it's something so distinct that, it is recognizable. Okay.
I didn't get anything to do with a truck or anything like that. Not looking what I have. Gail?
I didn't see a vehicle either.
Okay.
Brian, I did not see a vehicle. I think the thing that bothers me the most is I keep seeing this fence that goes along this farm. It's wood. In the front part of the area might be painted white on this fence.
Okay, white fence. Okay, it's 15 miles, possibly to the northeast. Anything else, Gal? I'm gonna read to you what I have.
Pretty much that's it.
Okay. Mason could be a place. He could have been working at a farm, mentally unstable, and I'm thinking in the dream drawing it says horses filled RX. I was thinking about that for a second. If he is let's say mentally unstable and he's on the wrong medication or something like that, it says filled RX. Maybe we could do a search. Well, we can't, but recent prescriptions that maybe were filled in the area for whatever type. If there was a doctor in the area that prescribed somebody something that's changed the prescription or something like that, I'm just coming up with ideas, and then definitely bring up any videos because I know a lot of the pharmacies are drive-throughs. They all should have cameras, and I think that they record all that. It just says police find him by farm. He's hiding, and then I did get it says horses. You said horses. I begin to think maybe he's out in the open somewhere, hiding in plain sight, or in a barn, or I mean, I don't know.
I think he just stays there.
Okay. So you said severe.
His higher health.
Okay, severe depression. I'm going to send you the picture that I have on him.
The grocery store thing bothers me.
One thing.
The fact that how he had association with the father.
Did you see?
I'm a little confused.
Okay, and I got one person, at least the person I in the dream, and I drew that as best I could. Did you see any more than one person? He's definitely male.
They don't definitely male, but I feel like there is a female that knows what happened.
Okay. Female. Okay, so then you also said severe depression meds are making it worse. Possibly knew the family through the father. 15-mile. It could be 10 or 15 miles. You said. Horses northeast, and I'm assuming that's northeast of where the family was murdered.
Right.
Okay. White fence.
I'm assuming too.
Okay. White fence. And that's all I got. Anything else?
And I'll keep working on it, see what else I get.
Yep, please do. This gentleman or whoever this person is needs to be found. Deborah, when they say that mentally unstable, of course you're mentally unstable, but I certainly hope this person gets the electric chair or whatever option they have available in Illinois. What is that? I don't know what that is, but let's hope that certainly does happen. That is.
Well, there has been some talk that they're trying to determine is one person responsible for this? Could there be more than one person? Everyone's feeling that there would have to be more than one because an entire family was beaten to death.
Right. I'm not getting a reason.
A lot of people are of the opinion, from that standpoint, that there would have to be a whole lot more than just one person in order to accomplish that. When you look at a man and you've got some older children of teenage years, that type of thing. That
usually something like this, it's usually over debts or something like that, and it's usually when you kill a family, usually it's a drug debt, some type of organized crime or something like that. Is any of that going on there? I mean,
I didn't feel anything like that.
And you said they were beaten to death. That's absolutely horrible. So I mean,
beaten to death. It's not like someone opened fire on them and gunned them all down. So
that's physically. That's actually hard
I've
to
seen some comments on blogs and on news articles where people are talking where it have to be more than one person because they, to beat people to death like that and get away with it. One person. That has to be
I understand
an
the father.
Person. Was it the Incredible Hulk or what?
Somebody had a grudge against the father, but the kids, come on. I saw one person.
There's all these people beaten to death. I mean, it seems that there would have to be more than one person that was beating them to death.
Okay, and
you can fend off one person usually.
If they were beaten to death, I'm pretty sure that the police, the medical examiner, probably knows that it was just one person. I mean, I would imagine if you're beating to death, the marks left by a certain, when you were to strike somebody, you leave a unique impression. I am sure that they would know if more than one person is involved.
Right, and from what I've seen, that has not been stated by anyone out there. Not from the official standpoint, from the examiner or from law enforcement or anything like that. This is mainly just comments, concerned people who are discussing, commenting, blogging about it. People that care and want justice for this case too.
There needs to be more information out then for the public. The police need to put out some more stuff. I mean, if they know something that could help find, this guy, put it out there. Unless they have a reason for it, and they just might.
Well, I just hope that, like with almost all cases out there, that law enforcement has a whole lot more than what they're letting on, because they're not letting much out.
Well, let's hope there's a reason. There probably is. Anything else? Yeah, you got time for one more? Be real fast.
Yeah, I could grab one if I make it pretty quick.
Okay, hang on. Deborah, thank you. Anything else for this case? We'll post updates. If I get anything else, I'm not going to do any dream drawings on that tonight, but that does seem to confirm the dream drawing from the 20th. Deborah, anything?
No, I don't have anything else.
Okay. Sorry, my notes are all over the place. Okay, this is case number 813. Make sure here. Case 813, Elvia Morales. The case is open today, September 29th, 2009. Dream drawings were done last night. Deborah, what information do we have for Elvia?
Elvia Morales is 14 years old. Her date of birth is January 30th of 1995. She's been missing since August 5th of this year from Woodburn, Oregon. She's a Hispanic female, 4 feet 5 inches tall, 110 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. They say that she was abducted from her home on August 5th of this year by Juan Martinez. A felony warrant for kidnapping has been issued for Juan, and they issued that on August 5th, the same day that she was abducted. They say that they may be traveling to California in a dark-colored car. Elvia has a birthmark on her left arm, and Juan has a scar on the top of his head. And what do you have on this case, Brian?
I have 3 dream drawings. I believe that she's safe, too. The first one says Kentucky truck stop. She's in his arms. The next one, I'm not sure. It says the number 14. Some type of structure, and I think that's wire. Some type of wire connected to a post. I don't think it's a telephone pole or anything like that. The next one says, friend works at Auto Body Detail Shop, Cincinnati, and then the number 429-1136, which could be a phone number. I haven't looked it up yet. There's no area code. Tires all over the yard. That's all I have, but the feeling I get with this one, it seemed like that she was like kind of happy in a way. Kind of like,
well, it's
like
a 14-year-old girl gone with an older man. It's one of those sickening cases where this is his little girlfriend and she's a child, and she thinks this is okay. I mean, that's what I'm thinking it is, although it's listed as an abduction.
Okay.
Not a runaway.
Okay, Gail. Anytime you're ready.
The first thing I got, Ryan, was she's happy. She wanted to be with him.
Okay.
And I also feel like there's a connection to San Bernardino.
That's California?
As if there's family or someone there that's related to him. And he has contact with them. But she doesn't plan on returning.
Okay.
And the only other thing I feel on this is that they may hear something in November from her. Right now, she's happy.
Okay, so with what you guys have come up with, this is not a situation, and heading toward California, we have a lot of...
San Bernardino is in California, right? California. Real quick, that is California. Okay. I'm assuming it's California.
Right, San Bernardino.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How old is she?
14.
She doesn't have the right to go off on her own yet.
No, she doesn't. But that's not the point, though. In the sense of saying she is happy, that means she's going to stay hidden. This isn't like she's trying to escape.
You don't get anything that this could be a trafficking situation, that this guy runs girls over the border through California into Mexico or anything like that, Gail? And Brian, you didn't get anything either like that?
No. No, I'm sorry.
So
no.
It looks like we have a guy who just likes to play with children, then, right?
I think this guy and the ones like him need to go to the special island that we have. We could probably put that off to the San Bernardino coast somewhere. There's a couple islands out
there. Or
there.
they could keep a dull scissors or that, dull knife out there.
Alcatraz is not in use anymore. And I'm sure that the government might have some experiments. You know,
Well, I feel like she's safe so far.
I do too, Gal. That's all. That's all I have on it. Non-family abduction. Cincinnati, Oregon. That's all I know. Gail, I'm scanning your notes in right now.
Okay.
Anything else you're getting on that, Gail?
That's it. I mean, because I just feel like safe. There's nothing there that I feel concerned. I know it's wrong, but what I'm saying is that she's not, being hurt, being, murdered.
Okay. Thank you, Gail.
You're welcome.
I heard you're coming to visit me.
I'll be there. I'm leaving Friday to come visit you guys, and we'll be there all weekend to visit. We'll.
Okay.
Probably if everybody looks forward to it, we'll probably do a show together.
Okay. I'm not going to be here. We're going to skip town.
You're gonna skip town?
No, we'll be here. We can't wait to see you. We can do a show. You can come out here to the to my dungeon carport, and you can do a show with me. You can see how it works. it's pretty simple. So you can do that, and Brett's anxious to see you too. Brett's my neighbor. So I think we'll have a good time. So we're gonna shoot some guns, huh?
Yep. We're gonna bring some guns, and we're gonna do some target practice.
Yeah, I live out in the boondocks, and I live on the side of the mountain.
And for everybody out there,
so we shoot
guns. We are licensed to.
license, but I've got a gun. My neighbor's got lots of guns. We shoot right here on the property.
Right.
It's totally safe. So we'll have to get some targets. I guess we can print some out. Gail, if you have any suggestions on what we should print out, let me know.
I do, but I don't think anybody would hear my suggestions.
Oh, okay. Huh?
The only one that comes to my mind.
Mine too.
Okay. Well, that said, thank you, Gail. Go do what you got to do. It's now we're right on time. You said 9:45. It's 9:45.
Yep, I'm heading out, and I will see you on Friday.
Okay. And are you going to join us tomorrow night? We have 2 new cases for you.
Most likely am. Yes, I will.
Okay. Thanks, Gail.
Okay. We'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for having me on.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Gail.
You're welcome, Dad.
All right, Deborah, I've got both her notes. I'm scanning those in there. I'm going to look on Google Earth. She said 10 to 15 miles northeast. Pretty large. That's a pretty decent distance there. Have you looked at the area on a map?
I didn't have a chance to take a good look at it.
Okay. If I get anything, you guys, if Jim gets anything, please let us know. Please post it in the forum. We have opened this case in the forum, both cases. And as always, just click on the top where it says post comments here. I'm still waiting for that scan. And you can take you right to the forum and post whatever you have. Please do that as soon as possible. These cases are important. Hopefully, Elvia does come home soon, and the G family does get the justice they deserve. Speaking of justice, we do have a website we've been working on. That's justiceforhaley.com. Haley Ann Marie Cummings. Deborah's in that site. She's adding some stuff, right, Deborah? You adding some?
Not as quickly as I would like.
Oh, that's
yes.
okay. So if you have any information, if you're local, if you have any news or anything you want to post, go ahead, because she definitely deserves justice. And then there's findadji.com. Here's his picture. And that's Adji Desir and his grandmother. Adji went missing January 10th, right, Deborah? 10th?
Yes, January 10th.
From Immokalee, Florida. He's 6 years old. He will be 7 years old, I believe, on the 15th of October, correct?
I think so, yes.
We will definitely do a show again for him if he's not located by then. The important thing is that Adji's just as important as any other missing kid out there. Even more so, he's mentally disabled. He basically functions as a 2-year-old. I have a 2-year-old, and she's full of energy and everything, but yet will just walk right down the street. Okay, so he needs our help, guys. He really does. This case is not covered by the media like the other cases are. It is racism, and it is a lot of other things. Hopefully that will change one day, but right now it's not. So we have to change for them. So if you can go to findadji.com, there's a link there where you can download a PDF, which you can print out. Print that out. And post his picture everywhere you can think of, because Adji's not there, obviously, so he's somewhere. Somebody has him, and he could be in plain sight, but if no one knows he's missing, they're not going to find him. Deborah, anything?
No, not really, except to just keep telling the media. I would like to thank...
Keep going, we got time.
At Blogger News Network, I'd like to thank everyone over there. I believe it's Simon Barrett and his group. They normally do radio shows for the Haley Cummings case. It was a really nice piece that was done with some discussion regarding Kaylee Anthony and that case, and a little about Haley, and then on to Adji, and stating that Adji has not had any media coverage. Basically what we keep saying, they're saying the same thing, that Adji has been ignored. So, the other thing, too, if anyone has any ideas on how we can change that, please help us. Please let us know your ideas, because I think we're fresh art, aren't we?
Yeah, we went as far as let's just make up something with a lot of drama in it. And I know we haven't done that, but I guess if you have to make up something.
Well, if Adji were to have parents that were criminals, or no,
Adji has hardworking.
He has some Jerry Springer action going on. Then I guess he'd be getting attention.
He has a hardworking family that work their butts off, and or have problems, with our language, which is another story, and aren't really treated like Americans, which they are. Adji is an American, and so yeah, you're right. If you do the right thing and there's no drama, why talk about it? Adji, is an Amber Alert case. He's an endangered little boy. Just like Haley Emery Cummings, who went missing, almost an exact month after Adji did. But yet, look at the news articles. We just did a coverage. We just did a case comparison. Here it is.
Well,
right
and
here.
anytime Haley Cummings, parents, like her father Ronald or his child bride Misty, do anything, it's all over the news, whether it's related to Haley and Haley being missing or whatever it is. That's worthy of the media attention, but
here's the media.
Child being missing is not.
This was done,
and that's just really sad.
This was done about 3 or 4 days ago. Adji Desir. There's nothing here. Adji Desir Google News search for the past month, for the past 30 days, did not find any matches. And there's Haley Cummings news search 204, and then just a general search. Just use first and last names. All lowercase. Nothing's different. Haley Cummings over 1 million returns for Haley Cummings, and Adji Desir 45,000, and a lot of those, I'm guessing a whole bunch of those are us. At least 1,000. Okay. So we can do better than that.
Well, anyone that has any ideas, please let us know.
Yeah, anything.
And also, please keep contacting the media. Maybe they'll finally take the hint, and do something about it. As for us, we're just going to keep talking about Adji every day like we have been doing until something happens.
Just Oprah, just saying one thing. Oprah's a pretty powerful woman. Just saying one thing would get the ball rolling. And it could be like, what? I just saw that boy. He was with the one gentleman. The area's been searched. And Adji's not there.
Right, and I think it's, obviously,
my dream drawings were wrong.
When a child's been missing for a long time, chances are they're not okay. And, it's really hard to think that, we care about Adji a lot. We don't know him, we feel for the family in this situation because he doesn't get the attention, which is why we care more, because he needs extra attention. But it's hard to think that something could have happened to him, but, because statistically something probably did. But on the other hand, like you say, nothing has been found in that area. There has been no trace of Adji found. They haven't found torn clothing. They haven't found anything. And from the research, the discussions we've had about alligators,
Right.
So many people think,
he
was gobbled up by an alligator. Well, probably not. I mean, there's a good chance that he wasn't, because from what we've learned, alligators usually leave something behind. You usually find something, whether it be a portion of the person or part of their clothing. There's usually something left. They don't just consume every last little bit. So the fact that nothing's been found is a really good thing. And he could be literally anywhere. So please print his poster. Take it down to your local post office. Put it in the window of your vehicle. Take Adji for a ride with you, along with anybody else that's missing that you can get some exposure for.
Yeah, you have his picture on the.
Need to get home.
You have his picture in the back of your vehicle. I know that.
Yes,
he could be in Haiti. We did send some information off to a couple of Haitian websites. If you have connections, please share his picture. Send out a mass email. Unlike the email hoaxes that keep still like Ashley Flores. Let me close all these pictures out. I still get emails.
Something, and that keeps getting revived.
Okay, and how does that email get circulated out?
And as many people that find out that someone that's not missing, is missing. She's not, but Ashley Flores is missing.
Right, but
how many people hear about that? It's crazy. How do we get that kind of exposure for Adji?
What I'm saying is, how do we write a viral email like that then? This email's true. How do we write that? If you're a spammer, I'm not kidding. Tell us how to do this. We'll spam them. Send out spam. I don't care. Whatever it takes. I think
a really excellent start would be if everyone that listens to us could send Adji's information, email it to every single person in your email contact list,
and then maybe
asking them to do the same.
And then maybe put a little note, please forward this to 10 more people.
Yeah, please forward it. And if everyone forwards it, and then everyone, that they send it to will forward it, the word will spread.
And then an important thing is include the number of the Immokalee police department there. I don't have that number offhand. Do you,
either
Deborah?
That or the number for National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
That's easy.
That would be the they'd want to be contacting the Collier County Sheriff's Department, which we'll get that number out there too. But the one for National Center for Missing and Exploited Children is 1-800-THE-LOST.
Right. That's the easy one to remember. Just remember the lost. Add 1-800 to it, and that works with any missing person case. If they don't have that case open, they will contact who's in charge of that case. And I do know that the Collier County Sheriff's Department has done a lot of work looking for this boy. And there's only a few people that work there. You have to realize that. They made a video. They included the FindAdji.com website too. So America's Most Wanted seems to be done with that. Nancy Grace doesn't want to cover it. Oprah maybe doesn't know. So let's see what we can do. Anything else,
Well,
Deborah?
as much as I'd like Haley Cummings to be located, I wish that just a little bit of the attention that Nancy Grace is giving to Haley Cummings could be given to Adji and others.
I totally agree.
It doesn't take that much. If they could just do a short amount of time where they flash some pictures and stats on their screen of some that are missing, it would be a huge help.
All right, thank you, Deborah. Thank you, Gail, even though she's not on the phone. She'll be back with us again. Gail did go down there to search. She drove from Ohio to go down there to search for Adji. She came up with a lot of information. Unfortunately, she did not locate him. And she's always there to help, too. So I want to say thank you to her for that. Thank you for everybody else that's helping to search for Adji and posting information. There's a lot of people that are. I know we mentioned the people that aren't, but there are a lot of people that really do care, that are concerned. It just doesn't have the drama, and I understand that. People like drama. Whatever it takes. Thank you, Deborah.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
And we'll see you guys tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, which is -5 GMT. Good night.